Hello everyone, Zellerant here, and for Girls Frontline 2, it looks like Mica has now finally made their response in how they're going to be making changes regarding all the backlash they got for the skin gacha as well as other stuff. And this is kind of post the meeting they were having with some CN players, so let's kind of go ahead and take a look. Everything we're seeing here that I've kind of already looked through looks like things I kind of expected, and I can kind of give my thoughts on it after we kind of go through everything here. So right now we have the August 19th patch update special adjustment notice. And so it says, Dear Commanders, thank you for your continued love and support. So based on player feedback regarding the crew deck and gathered from surveys, community forums, official emails, offline communication. So basically all the feedback they've gotten, like the crazy amount of backlash they've gotten regarding the skin gacha with the crew deck, or basically being able to walk around and interact with the dolls. They are adjusting based on that. Now, I'll give my thoughts on whether this is truly because of player feedback or not here after we go through everything. But basically, we have the release of new characters and new events will be temporarily postponed because of this. And the end date of the major event correspondent, which is their current one they have on the CN version, has been extended to August 26th. So a little bit longer of that current event to take into consideration all these other changes that they're going to be implementing right now. And then from August 26th to September 8th, a temporary rewards update will be launched, offering a new rewards. And so this new update we are looking at getting is new Elmo Wishing Well, 3-day task. So that macchiato interaction that everybody was complaining, which was, it was 100% true. They had advertised this interaction pretty heavily on the macchiato one. You will be able to get it for free through this new event. We expect this to come to global as well. And if they already own that interaction, since they've already went through the gacha system to actually get it, the duplicate will be automatically converted to 1080 Tradictory tokens. And so that's kind of how that gacha system already works. And one big thing you're already going to see from this is they are not going to get rid of the skin gacha. I mean, that was 100% for sure not going to happen. And so you'll get those tokens, which are then used to buy this, buy other interactions and cosmetics within that gacha shop. And then reduce the credit token cost for crew deck furniture. So they reduced it by 40%. And so we already know that was a big thing a lot of people complained about, is how expensive they were. And now they're reducing the cost there. If you've already purchased it, the excess credit tokens spent will be refunded. So they're at least giving a refund of the credit tokens. One problem is that they're giving the credit token refund back. So it's you've already spent the money. You're not getting a refund of the money spent. And so if it was like a $20 item and you bought the pack that was, what, $20, $21, I don't remember the exact costs of it, then you're still stuck with the tokens. Maybe you just wanted that one specific item, and you could have bought a cheaper pack to get it now that they're cheaper, but instead you're still stuck with the tokens. I don't think that's too big of a deal, because if you're already spending on the furniture in the crew patch, you're already spending money on lots of other things. So you'll have uses for those tokens at least. So they are going to be having the Elite Doll Jiang Yu coming back, and it is with the rework. So they have the rework coming. And so this makes me suspect that we have potential that our upcoming one for global could be Jian Yu. I fully expect us to get her reworked kit, not her original kit. So we'll have to see where that comes, or where that goes. But hopefully that she's really good. Like, I fully expect global, we're going to get hammered with all the electric units back to back to back to back. If Jian Yu is also now going to be very good with her reworked kit, man, that's going to be a lot of pulls that anyone that really likes the electric team is going to have to spend. So hopefully you have some saved up for them. An elite weapon, a Leaping Tiger banner. So that's just her weapon. The event story will be rerunning for Jiang Yu. Special selection banner for doll and weapon includes Xiaohui, Chawa, Dayan, and their weapons. So now they're getting that special banner, a selection banner, which is kind of just one of those ones. None of those are like crazy must-have T-dolls, even Chawa. Because she's a good borrow unit, so nothing really crazy there for them. Special login event reward. So log in to claim one free Chinese elite weapon. Include Jian Yu's elite weapon, Leaping Tiger. So they are getting a login event for one of the in-game weapons. So that's really nice. Jian Yu, we don't know the whole rework, but I'm wondering how her weapon's going to work now that they can get a free copy of it. And if there's anything else included in that free copy. Special commemorative mail. A free weapon skin will come in the mail. They will go live on August 19th through the 26th. So stay tuned for more announcements. Now we have that. That's everything that's coming with this like adjustment. So this is just like a week-long little intermediary like little event to kind of make up for the fact that they're kind of adjusting all this stuff and giving out a little bit of rewards. This is kind of their reaction to all the negativity they've gotten. And so some people might say, well, is this exactly what they wanted? And we'll get more into it because they have the question and answers down here a little bit more. But regarding all this, I fully expected something like this was going to happen. This, to me, is not more of a reaction to players. This was pre-planned. Like, they already knew they were going to do this before they even launched the crew deck, is my suspicion. I mean, we won't have no guarantees on it. But this is a typical marketing gimmick that you see not just in gacha games. This isn't gacha game specific. This is everything. It's why when you go to the grocery store, there might be a food item that you love to buy all the time, and it seems like it's always on sale for 40 or 50% off. You never have to pay full price. And that is because it's built in with that logic of, hey, I'm getting a discount, so I must buy it because it's really good. Why you see in a lot of gacha games, one of the first deals they usually have is those 90% discounted options to buy, and that is, or the really cheap packs, is that's to get you in that spending habit and make you feel like you're getting a really good deal on it. Kind of same thing here. They went way overboard on everything on the gacha side, and now they're tuning it down with an adjustment. And so now everybody's gonna be like, oh yeah, it's a lot better now. But they still put the skin gacha in. They still have all that stuff. So that's up for people to debate on it. It's just your typical marketing thing with that. Now, it is cosmetics with everything up here regarding the skin gacha and that. So to me, I was never as concerned as a lot of people are. It was crazy expensive when you compare it to like Nikkei, but I still love Nikkei even though it has the skin gacha. I just don't buy the skin gacha. I think they actually have a fairly decent gacha system within the polling and getting characters, which Nikkei has kind of learned themselves, and now they're like spamming a new Nikkeis out. They're probably trying to get people to blow through all their polls because they realize their gacha is a little too nice. And so as long as Girls Frontline 2 kind of keeps with the poll ratio and they continue to make good T-Dolls, and they really need to improve on adding more to the actual legit story, I'm completely fine the way things are going. Nothing that, like, with the whole skin gacha has been negative enough for me to want to, like, quit the game. I've cut spending back quite dramatically, but that's primarily because, I mean, I'm spending on other games now. As new gacha games come out, usually my spending's right off in the beginning, spend quite heavily on all the good discounted packages, and then from there, I pretty much just buy monthly passes. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, how the reaction to it. You can take it as you wish there. Then we kind of have the feedback and questions from that meeting they had. I believe it was today. I mean, I think it's the 18th now in China because they're so far ahead in time. So they've had that meeting, and so this is the frequently asked questions they have coming from it. Will there be other free ways to obtain and unlock items for Macchiato's reaction? We already got that in the update above, but yes, there is that new event that you can unlock it for free. Will purple rarity outfits for the outfit procurements be available for deck purchase? Yes. So the stuff that you can get in the skin gachas that's not the elite item, so not like the core main item that you're going for in that skin gacha, will be able to bought with cash. So except for the elite item, you can at least purchase everything else, it looks like. If you've already obtained Klukai's swimsuit outfit, but redeemed all items from the outfit procurement exchange shop, will this issue be improved? And so this is basically if you get the outfit and you've already got everything in the exchange shop, how can you go about getting the other things? And that's basically what they're saying, that with the free ability of the interaction and the trajectory token cost for items in the exchange shop will be significantly reduced. And they have the purple rarity items in there. So basically, you're going to not have to worry about it as much. And they're mixing in info cores and targeted calibration ships into that gacha, which to me I think are at least a little bit better in terms of rewards. Just getting dupes for these trajectory tokens kind of sucks. So basic info cores and targeted calibration ships are always, for a lot of people, especially free to play, in demand. And so at least you can get a little bit of these out of there. Still kind of sucks with the skin gacha, but you're getting at least more value than just a bunch of skins that you're probably never going to use or that you're going to get dupes of. And they have a pity system coming into play. What is the update frequency? So how often are they going to have these new outfit procurements? Because one of the big things is you can earn it for free over time through the free polls that they're going to give you. I think they said it was going to be like over a year, though. But with the reduced, I think it's going to actually be quicker now because they're going to have a new soft pity. But here's the big negative I see. No, in addition to the free method obtaining Machiel's interaction, the next 42-day patch update will introduce a new free interaction update and then a new accurement. So we'll get a new interaction there, but a new outfit procurement banner will generally coincide with major story updates. So think of the major story updates being you had Klukai's Mishtis. We have Springfield's Paris, kind of being that big double patch. We'll have, Levas and Robellas. And then I think the latest one is the one with AK-15. And those are about every 3 months. So just expect that we're going to get those about every 3 months. So they say not refreshing too frequently. But the rate we're getting pulls, just know you're not going to be able to get them for every single one of them for free through the earned game currency. Because they are going to come often enough that you won't be able to get all of them, but they're not every single patch. So it's almost similar to how Nikke does it. Nikke does their skin gachas pretty much every major patch, or I wouldn't call it major. Like they did it for their half anniversary, summer. They'll do it for anniversary. They'll probably do it for the winter one, and then they have the occasional other ones mixed in there. So it's about the same time frame, I think, to Nikke's here. So don't expect to be able to get all of them for free with the in-game currency. Will the next outfit procurement be separate from Klukai's? Yes, they are separate. I don't even have to read through this. They are going to be separate, and petty does not carry over from one to the other. So once you get the outfit, you're done. You don't continue pulling. It's not going to carry over, which is kind of the big negative. I wish there was a petty system where it had carryover, because pretty much you either save up the amount to get it or you don't. Because if you don't get it and the banner ends, you lost all those pulls on it. And there is not exchange rate between the credit tokens and furniture tokens. The hash leaves too high. Yes. And so they've basically already kind of mentioned it above. They've reduced the furniture cost prices. So something that cost 100 credits will now cost 40 after the update. So that's just a price decrease on the furniture. And will there be more ways to get hash leaves? And they said yes. They will have more ways to get the hash leaves through the dispatch system. So you will be able to get them through time on that. And so overall, that's everything with the adjustment notice here. And like I've already kind of mentioned my thoughts on it. It's a whole marketing gimmick with the reduction of prices. They go extreme and then they reduce it a little bit to make people more content with it. Even though if they would have just released it this way right off the bat, guarantee you they would have had the same exact backlash. So they went more extreme so that they could then tailor it back to be a little bit better. And that gets a little bit of players being a little bit happy, even though it's still pretty bad because the gacha system's in there. I personally don't care about skin gacha too much, as long as they continue to add good story, they continue to add new T-Dolls and that. I'm content with the game. I mean, it's just a daily gacha for me at this point. Now, one of the big complaints is they do need to improve the story, which I will say they really need to start pushing the main story more. I know they need to sell the characters, so they're focused on character-specific stories, but I'm ready for them to start moving on with the main story with like Helena and all of them, because they've kind of been forgotten at this point, and it's just kind of side stories as all the T-Dolls are coming to the Elmo at this point. But that's everything we have for here for now. Just let me know what your thoughts are on all these updates, if it's good enough for you or if you wish they were giving you more. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like my content, if you could like, comment, subscribe, it really helps, and thanks for watching.